Hi everyone, it's Shaz. I've just come in tonight to share some Oracle cards with you for my new Develop Your Intuition Oracle cards, do some mini readings, answer some questions from my group page, and just have a chat with you all. I hope you can all see this live video and it's streaming well into wherever you're looking at it from. Now, I'm looking at chat through the broadcast center that I'm using, which is StreamYard. So if you haven't listed StreamYard as you have to click on a link to follow it, which should pop up in there to tell you who's there. Hey Dee, how you going? And I hopefully will see those, but I'll also pop over to my main page and see if I can track the comments on that in case they show up. So just give me a moment while I quickly log into that page and see if I can track any comments on that. And okay, so Dee's comments are coming through from my page into StreamYard, which is great. And I'll occasionally pop on over in case I can't see what's going on. Oh, thanks, Dee. That's lovely. So I'm starting to see there are about 13 viewers and things like that. So thank you for joining me. I just want to give you a quick rundown on what these are. These are my new Develop Your Intuition Oracle cards. I created them from Spirit and downloaded them back in late October, just after I'd released the journal. When the journal was finished and published and I just finished sending them all out in the mail, I was waking up one night, I actually had to go to the bathroom as you do, and Spirit started talking to me and then were detailing some of the cards. And I was just arguing with them and said to them, you know, I'm never going to remember these. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I clearly heard in my head you've got a phone, just write a couple down. And I've gone, okay, if I write a couple down, will you let me go back to sleep? Sure. 52 cards later at 10 a.m., I'd channeled all the cards. I'd written out a plan of what I wanted to get drawn on them and really put pictures and things together. And then set about working with Spirit to try and connect to artists and things like that. But that didn't happen. So the plan got derailed and sidetracked. And then the more I tried to push for pictures, the more struggle I ended up against. And then I went to a festival and seen a deck of cards that were pretty plain and very just straightforward. And they just had words on them. And then Spirit turned around and said, see, like this. And then I talked to a couple of other people that I work with and we discussed it and we come up with having it just very plain with the different colors. Each card has a different color, as you can see. And each color has a meaning, and then the border and outline of them, there's a heart at the top, which is my symbol with the infinity, and each card has a number. And just quite fortuitously, they were numbered in alphabetical order, and the numbers do have deep meaning to each message as well, and they're quite appropriate. So as you get to know them and get to use them, you can use all the elements of the color therapy, the archangels listed on them, the word, the number, anything that you're drawn to. And a lot of people say to me all the time, Shaz, what does it mean to tap into your intuition? And sometimes I can't do it. And the other day, Spirit were talking to me, telling me that, do you remember when you were in kindergarten to about 3rd grade? Could have been even up to 6th grade at school. And the teacher would teach you new words. And she'd always turn around and say to the class, what is this word? And then can you use it in a sentence? So on each card, it has a different word. Okay? So if you get stuck with your intuition and you're not sure what to do, I want you to use that word in a sentence. And trust me, you're all going to have a different sentence because it's all going to mean something different for you. And at the same time, it will mean something different when you're reading it for someone else. So what does happiness mean for them? What does this word have in relation to their energy, their situation, their auric field at the moment, and trust that guidance. Just listen to the voice in your head. Allow yourself to just stop truly thinking and speak. And naturally what needs to come out will come out. And that's the most important part for it. Trust that little voice that tells you what it means. Don't question it, because it will tell you exactly what's going on. And the easiest way to practice it is with the journal. They work very well together. And if each day you pull 3 cards and you write your intuitive meaning from it, I guaranteed over the time you're going to get lots of different meanings for each card. You're going to expand your awareness of what it means. And it's going to give you such clarity and confirmation for what's going on in your life, as well as uplift you and really make you feel connected to yourself, to your higher self and your spirit guides, as well as learning about the archangels, who they are and what they do. So just be true to yourself and do the inner work. Intuition, my favorite saying, and it's the truth, is intuition is a muscle. And if you exercise it every single day, it will get stronger and stronger and stronger, just like you do. My intuition is this powerful because I use it daily, all the time, every single day without fail, even if it's just to pull cards for myself. A lot of the time I do it for other people, but for myself is enough. And sometimes those messages are very uplifting and very impertinent and exactly what I need at that moment. It can change your whole day. I start with it in the morning when I get up and do it then, because it sets the tone for the day. The same as the intention, setting an intention for what you expect for yourself out of the day and for what you expect from others allows everything to be delivered and brought to you in the way that you need it to be. So be true to yourself. Trust your inner voice. It knows what's going on more than anybody else. Now, you can go and get guidance from 50 psychics, all you like. Sometimes you're going to get similar messages and other times you aren't. But the most powerful messages you are going to get is from yourself. So be true to yourself and listen to your own internal voice. Okay, so I'm going to start with DM. She's the first one to come through for a card. Okay. D, you've got the beautiful rebirth card, okay? And it says to you, Archangel Raziel asks that you let go of the old and allow the universe to bring in the new. I feel that you're going through a big change. You're shutting off old parts of yourself and locking away what was, but mainly what never served you. The true essence of who you are is coming to light, and you are birthing that inner self, that inner being, that inner truth of who you are. Now, as you rise through the ashes, the number on this card equals a 6. Now, 6 is a very family-orientated card, and it's a happy family vibe. It's a really true connection. It's someone that likes people, likes to associate with others. Now, in your rebirth, you are rebirthing friends and family and vibrational people around you. Some people are leaving your sphere, and others are coming into it. The ones that have left are because they aren't rising with your vibration at the same pace that you are. And that's okay. People do leave our lives for purposes, and your purpose is to raise your vibration to the highest need that you need it for yourself, and to continue being true to the essence of what you're doing. Now, your angels are saying they're so proud of the effort that you're putting in. Just keep doing it day by day, and it will get better and better. This new version of self that you're putting out there is powerful, and she knows exactly what she wants and where she's going. Okay, Fee Brooke. Yeah, D, I get so many insights in the bathroom all the time. Okay, Fee, you've got the balance card. Now, Archangel Raguel brings more balance into your life to find your center and start from there. This card comes up for many different reasons, and I feel that they're going straight to your work-life balance. I don't feel that it is very equal, and it's one's taking up more time than the other. I don't feel that. I feel your work is very time-consuming or energy-consuming, more than time even, and it's draining and a bit exhausting. So in it, you need to come back and look at your work-life balance and take time for you. Do self-care, do personal things for you, do little things that make you happy. And in doing that, you are going to find much better clarity and answers from your connection and your spirit guides and everything of self. Now, when balance comes up, sometimes they're talking about light and dark, and I'm seeing the yin yang as a symbol around you. When I see that, that's showing me that the masculine and feminine sides aren't in equal form. So depending on which one you're falling into, and they're not showing me the clarity of which one's more, you need to come back and do the other. Now, if you're more into your feminine side and doing a lot of feminine work, sometimes we need that masculine side to be logical, to be go and do masculine activities, whatever they may be, to bring that into balance, because that gives us good standing moving forward. When I want to tap into my masculine side of things, I like to build things. I'll do carpentry or make weed shit, which I just happen to do. And it's really good because it makes you think differently than doing all the creative aspects and all the intuitive things. As you tap back in and balance out your yin yang, that's when things start building up. So the foundations start to get higher and stronger. Now, they're just starting to scratch my third eye area, and I don't feel that you're seeing everything from the both perspectives. So give yourself a break and take in both sides of the coin, the masculine version and the feminine version, to get the best results for you. Okay. Edit where love. Now, the cards are still on sale until the 1st of July under the pre-launch, and they're $20 plus postage if you want to get in before the 1st of July. After that, they will be the standard $25 for the deck. Okay, Edit where love, you've got crystals that have come through, okay? And crystals are saying to use your crystals to uplift your energy. Their healing power will shift your vibration. Okay. When I do that, that's not indigestion. A lot of people think it is. This is me energy clearing, okay? So there are emotions that need to rise, and there are physical things that need to come out. And as they uplift and release, I use crystals to do that. You have some in-depth emotions that are not rising to the surface. You need to work out what crystals can help elevate them for you to process them and heal from them. And they're showing me physically, I want to go to the gut region, like lower stomach, there's imbalance, and there's really, it's like blocked for me. So I don't know what you're eating, but they want to tell you to shift something that you're eating, or watch what you're eating and not overload yourself with things that don't agree with the gut. Crystals can help shift and clear things like that as well. And if you aren't drinking crystal water, I would highly recommend it to cleanse and detox in different ways. Now, the big crystal that I'm seeing is a really pink, I think it's morganite, because it's not, kunzite's very clear, but it's a bit more solid. So I'd go with the morganite crystal. It's a pink love crystal for the higher heart chakra, and to clear the in-depth emotions of pain, emotional pain that's not fully released. And as you clear it and use the crystals to raise it, I want you to bring it out and know that you're trusted and surrounded by spirit and helping through the emotional upheaval that you've been through. Now, this is not current, so this is past stuff that you haven't fully dealt with, but it recycles, and you need to just get rid of it so that you can move on without it anymore. Okay, I hope that makes sense, girls. I'm just going to scroll, and I'm going to quickly go and have a look. Okay, I've got a Facebook user that shows on my thing that says, "Hi Shaz, I'd love a card." There's actually 2 of them. Now, if you haven't let StreamYard access your data, I can't always see it. And so just know I'm going to do my best to try and keep track of the comments. I've got a lot of comments coming in, and I will go back and forth as I can. But if I do miss you and you want a reading in StreamYard for me to understand who it is, just write who you are, okay? Fatten around, you're on a different platform, And that's, I don't know what that symbol is, but that would be why you're seeing 3 users. But my system is showing me that I can see your comments and your name, but you're on a different, you're not in Facebook. So, and I haven't figured out what all the icons are. Hang on a sec. You are in, let me see if I can figure out. On Twitch. Sweet. I didn't know I went to Twitch. I will get to you, Fat and Round. Just give me time. I'm up a bit further than your comment. Going back to Tamara Turner. Okay, where's my little notebook? Sorry, I'm just going to quickly grab. I normally have a notebook so I can write down who I've done and keep track. I'm going to be here for a while, so don't panic that you're not going to get one. So I set aside a fair bit of time for this. I'm looking forward to it. So we've done, and I appreciate your patience, everyone. DM, and I have to write surnames as well because I have 2 Tamaras, literally one after the other, for starters. And edit where love. And I'm up to Tamara Turner. Okay. Now, as you probably noticed, I knock 3 times in between each reading. It's how you clear the energy from one person to another. And I highly recommend it when you're doing readings to clear it from the old message, okay? Tamara, you got 2 cards coming out, and you got the Rebirth and the Child card. Now, when you put them together, I'm starting to question, are you having another child? Are you pregnant or looking to have another child? I feel a childlike energy around you, and if it's not you personally that's pregnant and having the child, there's someone very close to you that will be, and this child is important in your life, and you're going to have a great connection to them. Now, the child card specifically talks to Archangel Metatron, and he tells you to listen to the child, and either the children in your life or your own inner child. Now, this is for the pregnancy, and I feel the pregnancy started. So it's someone that's pregnant now, but I don't know how far along they are. I don't feel they're that close to delivery yet, but I can feel them in the womb. Now, when this message comes up, it shows that that child's going to be very spiritual and have a unique connection to you. And it's just going to change the way you see things and the way you communicate, as well as that deep connection with children and other children around you. And I want to go back to the rebirth, because the rebirth is telling me also that you've been through a big shift, and it's bringing out more of your own inner child as well. So as the 2 come together in childlike innocence, we find much greater intuition, much better connection, and truths become more, I'm trying to think of the right word, sorry, more relevant to us, I would say. So there's been things that have been hidden, and the truth is going to come out through the childlike innocence. So if you are struggling with things from your past, from your childhood, know that connecting to that inner child and the birth energy around you will bring the truth to the forefront, and the answers that you seek will be there. That was Tamara Turner, that one. Let me know if that makes sense, Tamara. How are you, Belinda? Thank you. Hey, Jules, how you going? Julie's my cousin, everyone. If you haven't met her, she's totally amazing. One day we're going to do a live and talk about, Julie teaches people how to leave legacies and how to find the true essence and footprint you want to leave behind on Earth as your imprint on the planet. Of a lot of people think our legacy is our children, but it's much more than that. It's how you want to be remembered by others. Is there something you want to leave behind? Julie's legacy is a charity that she created for her children. Other people's legacies are books. Some people create businesses. Some people create all sorts of change, all sorts of beautiful things for the world. It's up to you, like artistry, paintings and things like that. They're legacies that we leave behind. What is the legacy or imprint you want to leave on the planet? Okay, Belinda Ryman, this is for you. Sorry, I'm getting in front of the camera eventually. So you've got the stretch card. Now, this was actually the very first card that they downloaded. And for me, stretch talks about stretching the imagination, stop playing small and expand your big picture. There's much more to it. You have a dream of what you want to do, but you don't have all of the bits brought into together. I don't feel that the creation of what you want is big enough, and you need to expand that awareness of what that dream is. As you tap into your true essence of law of connection and manifestation skills, you will expand what you want, what steps you want moving forward, whether this be love, work, home, money, anything that your big picture, you need to stretch what you're aiming for and stretch yourself and your capabilities to do more than you give yourself credit for. When you do this, greater things will happen and much more ease and flow will occur. I'm also feeling at the back of my leg up in the thigh, so the back of the quads needs stretching. If you are walking or that, be careful you don't pull that. I don't know what the muscles are, but be careful of the back of that leg as well, just to make sure that you don't pull it. If you stretch it, it won't pull. So when you're walking or doing any form of exercise, make sure you stretch that. Okay, so that's Belinda. Bernadette. Okay, half the deck, Bernadette. The main one that fell out, though, is celebrate. Okay, your spirit guides are telling you that they want to celebrate you. You have put a lot of effort in who you are in the past 6 months to 2 years. You've been putting a lot of personal development in, change of mindset, change of self, a lot of growth. And it's time to celebrate that success. But as you celebrate that, you also have to share it. I don't feel that you are truly getting the core message across to the people that you want to work with. Let go of the doubt, let go of the fear, let go of anything that gets in your way so you can step into the powerhouse that you're becoming. Okay? You are much more than who you are. You are so much more loving, so much more valuable mentally, spiritually, emotionally to everyone around you when you own that powerful self. Love yourself unconditionally, step into that power and put yourself out there, but find your core message. Okay? Once you tap into that core message and you deliver from that space, everything flows and you will find all the contacts and connections that you need. Okay. Tamara Turner. Okay, Tamara, as I connect to your energy, I'm taking very deep breaths in. In this, they're showing me that when we focus on breath, it's one very powerful, it's an amazing tool to use doing breath work to maintain our energy and to clear our spirit. Okay, but this deep breath in, it's like a big sigh of relief of the struggle that you've had is coming to an end. Sorry, this is Tamara Brown. Sorry, I wrote down, it's the next Tamara Brown. I've got two going. I've got Tamara Turner, then Tamara Brown. I already did Tamara Turner. So the card you got, Tamara, is Justice. So I feel that there's been some sort of battle against somebody else for wrongdoing, and the sigh of relief is showing you that the outcome is going to become clear and it's going to be in your favor. You can sigh knowing that your angels have your back and that you are well supported in the outcome of this decision. And it's like all the pressure and all the weight lets go as you breathe that sigh of relief. Now, it is someone that's done wrong to you, said the wrong thing, or an action of wrongdoing against you, and you are going to get the result that you need. Now, it may not be the result that you think it is, but it's the result that you need. And they're two different things that you need to be aware to know that the result that you need is probably more than you think you want. And yes, you deserve it, and it is exactly what you've been truly asking for. It's the result that you need, not necessarily what you think it will be. Okay, next one down is Jewel. Let's do a card for Jewel. I love it. Okay, Jewel, the card that you got is Surrender. Now, Surrender says, stop holding on too tight, release control of the situation and surrender your plans to the universe and allow them to, like, they're just telling me, surrender to them and they will take over. You are getting better at listening to guidance and being shown pathways of where you're going. Where you're at exactly now is the culmination of what you've put a lot of years of effort in, and it's coming to that end. And as you surrender it, they are going to give you this new pathway, this new journey, and this new brilliant future that is going to take you further than you've even gone with what you've done before. Surrender is hard for you, and I get it because we're very similar in many ways, and it was hard for me. But the moment I truly surrendered the outcomes, all the doorways opened. Just surrender, holding on, and having full control to your spirit guides and your spirit family, and allow them to guide the next part of your journey. And when you do, it's going to, like, there'll be more golden statues than you can ever imagine. And I can't wait to see them. Okay. Where are we going? Julie. Robin Johnston. Okay, Robin, you've drawn the new moon card, and it says, create as you wish to go on and choose your next steps. We just had a beautiful full moon, and it was quite amazing energy. Now, in the new moon, it's where we manifest and create and where we set our intentions moving forward. On the next coming new moon, if you have a great wish of something that you want to manifest, whatever it may be, work, home, job, partner, money, anything, whatever you want to manifest, I want you to do a ritual under the new moon. And it's very simple, in sitting down with a journal or piece of paper, lighting a candle and writing powerful intentions for what you want and saying a prayer to your angels, however you need to do it. In doing this little ritual, you are going to bring about the new beginning that you need. Okay, new moon is about recreation and creating new things. The new moon number is also a 1, so it's a whole new beginning for you. Now, the next new moon will be in Leo. Yeah, we're in Cancer now. Yep. What's the date today? So it's a Capricorn moon, full moon. I'm pretty sure the next new moon, no, it will be in Cancer because we're going into July. Okay, so sorry, I forget which months we're in. As you get into that Cancer full moon, Cancer is all about emotion. So it's a water energy. So in your ritual, make sure you include water and use the best elements of it that you can. So Cancer, is the crab. It's a water sign. It's very fundamental, emotionally and spiritually connected. Use those elements to bring forth what you want and create the magic that you're looking for. Hey Pam, how are you going? Okay, Pam, your card that you've got is success. Now, I love this card for many reasons. It's, first of all, it's telling you your ideas are sound and your success is coming, stay the path. Success is also a 9, which a 9 is completion. In order to create great success, it means you have to complete something. And I feel that this is completing training, completing planning, completing the foundational setup of your next steps. And the success is showing you that as long as you lay those foundations in the right way, the success will come. Now, in my group today, I asked people what did they need help with, and part of it was to get questions for what information I can give you and share with you tonight. And Pam, I'm going to share your one because it's public, so I hope you don't mind. But Pam said that she wanted to get help with fear. Now, fear is the body's internal response to the fact that fear's foundation is that we think if we do something that we're going to die, right? So it's all the what ifs. What if it could go wrong? What if this could happen? What if that could happen? What if I do that and this falls apart? What if I do that and I go broke, or blah, 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 whatever. What if imagination you can stick in the way to stop you moving forward. Now, our greatest fears come when we're on the verge of our greatest successes. Okay, but we must conquer that fear. So instead of thinking, what if the bad stuff is, start thinking, what if the good stuff? Okay, and then regardless of the fear, take an action, a small step. It doesn't have to be the big leap, but a small step. And the more small steps that you take and the more little bits into your fearsome project or next phase, the easier it becomes. We're all fearful. We were born fearful pretty much, and it never really goes away, but we conquer that fear by doing, because you don't know how easy something becomes until you do it over and over and over again. And the more you do it, the easier it comes, the fear dissipates. So conquer the fear by taking small actionable steps and talking to yourself of, well, what if the magic happened? What if I had 50 million clients? What if I had this? What if I created that? And shift that thinking. But don't allow the fear to stop you. Fear's greatest power is in making us feel powerless and keeping us stationary. Okay? What do most people do in fear? They freeze. Well, stop freezing and take a step. And you take that mini step and the fear disappears. And trust me, you're not going to get a success card if there's any fear of failure. What's the fear? What if instead of you fail, you have the greatest success on earth? And they're telling you that they're going to give you that success if you'd only take the actionable steps. Okay, Samantha Bertoli Wild. Okay, Samantha, your card is mindset. Okay, mindset's telling you to strengthen your mindset through positive affirmations, and positive reinforcement of how far you've already come. As I tap into your energy, you can see I'm scratching my head. No, my head's not itchy, but this is information, and it's the crown chakra opening, and I feel it all through the head. Now your crown chakra is buzzing, and to you, it would feel like itchy or tingly, and you're not sure what it is. Okay? When you get that tingle and the positive thoughts come, that's your higher self communicating your mindset. Okay? You think negative things or believe bullshit about yourself is the only word for it, because it's not true. And you need to change that. So when you get those tingles or that feeling in your head that there's positive things of how great you are, how wonderful, what the next steps are, you can do it. The most common one we get in our head is, yes, you can do it. And we get, no, I can't do that. Because heaven forbid what people would think of us. Who cares? Change the way you think and then put your actions to that change and watch the world change around you. You are a beautiful person and a beautiful soul, and you have a lot of talent, but the self-belief isn't quite there. Put the self-belief with it and watch where life's going to take you. Shift that mindset. Any negative thought that comes to you, pull it into the light. Bring it out into the open. I journal it because it's the most effective method for me, or self-talk out loud. And ask, well, what is that thought teaching me? And do I believe it, or is it something that somebody else said to me? 9 times out of 10, it's a thought that somebody else planted in our head that's not true. And they planted it because they believe that about themselves. But if you believe it and you think it's true, then it's going to affect you or trigger you in some way. And then therefore you need to choose, do you want to stay that path, or do you want to choose something better? Choose better thoughts for yourself. You have the power. Our mind is a very powerful tool, and we can all change it the moment we put effort into it. Affirmations is not hard. Mantras are not hard, but you change the way you think and you shift your mindset and you watch the power of what you can do come to light. Okay, I have a Facebook user that says, hey Shaz, congrats. Thank you very much. But if you're commenting for a reading, I don't know who you are. So can you comment again and add your name? And then I have another Facebook user that says, I would love a card if possible, please. Thank you. With kisses at the end. I also can't see your name. So if you want a card, can you comment your name, and I will get to it as I get further down. Now, I do have a stack of things, but I will get to people. Don't worry about it. Okay. I am up to Sonia Roberts. I think I've seen that somewhere. There we go. Yep. Sonia Roberts. And then my next one is Vicky. Now, Vicky, I have your cards ready and I was going to deliver them and talk to you about that. But because of lockdown, I either need to find a better solution or meet somewhere where we can meet. Okay, Sonia. Sonia, you got 2 cards that come through very closely together. And you got transform and manifest. Okay, transform is Archangel Chamuel is guiding you through your transformation. It's time to step into the new you. And manifest says to get very clear on your vision and just ask for it. It is possible. They're actually talking about transforming your manifestations. You have a new project or new thing that you want to manifest, and I don't feel that the groundwork for it is complete, or the idea is fully thought out to its conclusion. So I need you to transform what you're manifesting and really get clear on what it is so that you can make it happen a bit better. As you transform what you have into the true essence of what it is, this roller coaster is going to speed up and it will come much faster than you realize, but it can't be delivered in the format that it is at the moment because it's incomplete. Okay, Vicky. Thanks for the feedback, Dee. I appreciate that. And it's good to see big things and changes are happening. That is awesome. Vicky, you also got the mindset card. Okay, so I want you to focus on how you're talking to yourself as well as how you're talking to others around you. They're showing me that people are listening to what you're saying and taking on board what you're sharing because it's of a positive mindset. But in doing so, it's like, okay, when we're authentic in ourselves, what we speak is what we do, and what we say, all our actions are aligned. I feel that you talk really positive to other people, and you're very encouraging for them, and you have great things to say about others, but I don't feel it comes back the same. So the authenticity and the alignment isn't there. I need you to talk every positive thing you can say about friends, family, or colleagues, clients, anyone else, back to yourself the same way, and start thinking the truth of what you say, because that is the truth. Okay. We see in others what we appreciate about ourselves, but we don't necessarily bring it back to that same appreciation. If we're judging others or finding fault, it's because they're faults that we have in ourselves that we're not happy about, but we can only see it highlighted in somebody else to bring it to our attention. Now, you say very beautiful, positive things to people, but the self-belief of the same isn't there. I need you to focus on bringing that mindset back to your own power of self, and then watch how your life will change. The things that want to come to you, but you're restricting them because you don't believe that you're fully worthy or deserve the great things that can happen. Shift that change and watch the magic occur, because there's so much goodness coming your way. You just got to get out of your own way. Okay. Emily Roberts. Okay, Emily, the card you've got is listen. Now, it says your guides are asking you to listen closely. They are wanting to communicate with you. When I tune into the energy of this card, I'm feeling your spirit guides are right there, and they're literally standing behind a big glass wall that's probably 10 mil thick compared to normal, and they just can't get through the barrier. So I don't know whether you feel sometimes your ears are either ringing, or when you stick your head underwater and you can't quite hear through it, but the sound isn't clear enough for you. If it's the ringing or that soft sound, or it's like someone talking from far away distance, you just ask them to tune the channel and to bring the vibration closer and on a frequency that you can hear. When you do this, the insights that you get are going to be powerful, but there's also messages for others that you need to learn how to tune into so that you can pass them on. Listen to that inner guidance. They have such wisdom to share with you, and you're ready to receive it now before fear was a bit of a problem, and it needs to come back stronghold, because the gift is quite profound. Yeah, Sam, I do remember. I still have that recording, it's on my iPad. I love it. Okay, Haley Taylor. Okay, Haley, you've got the happiness card. Okay, and it tells you happiness is a choice. You're allowed to choose to be happy in your life or to create your own. A lot of clearing energy is coming up from you. I feel that you've had a bit of a hard run, and I feel like a lot of tears are being spent. When we're in this phase and we go through hardship and loss and things like that, we don't truly believe that we're going to be happy again. And I don't know if you've lost someone fairly recently, and fairly recently I'd go within 12 months, but I feel the energy of a loved one coming close, the grief tears coming out, and they're just wanting you to know that it's okay for you to be happy. Yes, life does go on and we do continue, and happiness is a choice. They want you to choose to be happy. Just because of what happened to them doesn't mean that that has to happen to you, and you are ready for your new phase. You need this happiness to open up the doors to allow others to get close, because I feel you closed off from some people for fear of being hurt emotionally, physically, and mentally. So I need you to open up that heart again, that connection to others, and know that happy times await, because you now have more discernment in the way that you let people get close to you. Okay. Michelle Mack. Okay. Michelle, you got 2 as well. So you got wisdom and crystals. Now, wisdom is Archangel Uriel telling you to stop looking for answers outside of yourself and to go within. And crystals are using crystals to uplift your energy, and their healing power will shift your vibration. Okay, the energy that they're showing me, Michelle, is you keep asking others for answers or messages that you can get from within. Okay, our greatest guidance and our greatest connection is from ourselves. I don't care how great anyone is or how skillful an intuitive or psychic or a medium is. We can get those same answers within ourselves if only we listen to our own inner voice. You want to connect to someone in spirit and they want to talk to you, but they want to talk to you and you alone. And you do this through meditation. Find quiet time in your mind, close your eyes and sit there and ask them to come and give you guidance. Now, it may come in sentences, words, symbols, or whatever it may be, but the more time you spend connecting to that, the easier the connection will be and the clearer the message that will come. If you struggle too hard, there are some crystals that can help the vibration to help you get clearer. So you'd want to get some clear quartz or a channeling quartz crystal. You'd also want some citrine to give you the power center, the confidence and clarity, some orange calcite for confidence and happiness, and some unakite to clear away the grief. Okay, grief stops us from connecting to the other side with clarity, but if you do the inner work, you'll hear the message that you're so desperate to hear in the voice that you need to hear it from. Now, they're also showing me that this message will come in a dream. So if it's not in, it's a visualization, right? So if it's not in a meditation, it is in a dream space. But ask for them to turn up and they will come through and give you the message that you're so desperately seeking. Okay, Crystal Vincent. How are you, lovely? It has been a very long time since I have done a reading for you. It is good to see you again. Okay. Okay, Crystal, you've also got the surrender card. Okay, they're showing me that you've been in the driver's seat for a long time and you need to surrender that seat to somebody else. You need to allow your spirit guides and your higher self to take over driving for a while to get you to the destination where you're going. When you surrender that control, you are going to open up new gateways, new pathways, and new love, new connection, new friendships, the whole kit and caboodle. You have limited ways that you think you can connect with others and to create the connections that you're looking for. When you surrender to spirit, they will guide you to different places and different ways to meet people and to connect on a deeper level. There's so much more going on with you. Now, I'm getting a funny scent and I can't quite pinpoint it, but it's very floral, but it's not one of the ones I'm allergic to, but it's not the most pleasant scent for me either. I don't know if you know the flower, the peony, which I think is Peony, but if you Google the flower meaning, there's a meaning behind it, or I feel that's a scent. They're very pungent, but they're a nice scent, but it's very pungent. It's quite a strong scent that I'm smelling. So look up the meaning of that flower for some more in-depth message for you, but surrender yourself. Let your spirit guides or your higher self take over the driver's seat for where you're heading so that you can get to your destination much quicker. They just want to get you there faster. It's like you're going around the long way to everything, and they want to bring you back into a safer, quicker journey. Okay, Jazem. Okay. Okay, Jazem, you got the creativity card, which tells you Archangel Gabriel inspires you to be creative in your endeavors and connect back to your imagination. They're showing me, you know, the YouTube videos or the videos that you're doing? You teach people different things and you educate others. I feel that you're going to creatively expand what you're doing and get into more creative ways of doing things. So it's just shifting what you're doing, and the creativity involved in calling on Archangel Ariel, adding music, she's our muse, so she's our creative genius, our true inspiration when we tap into her. When you tap into that energy, you are going to have better ideas of the creative ways that you're going to get these videos out there. And I feel that they're showing me that they're going to go much further and hit a wider audience than you're getting. Keep with the fun of it and keep continuing to do what you're doing, because it is going to take you to the ultimate goal of where you're heading with it. Gabriel's energy is a beautiful golden yellow. So utilize the color in what you're doing as you bring forth these creations, okay? And use the best of her energy to give you the clear guidance of what to create, bringing forward, and how to expand what you have now. Okay. Okay, fat and round. Fat and round, what do you mean by how do I get to the underworld? Okay, the reason I knock on the cards is because you are clearing the energy between each person. Okay, I'm not trying to kill any spirit or anything else besides clear the energy of the cards in between each individual that I'm reading for. Okay, I don't know what engagement you want from me. I'm not going to argue with you about different essences of consciousness. This is not the time or the space for that. I'll happily draw you a card, but you're asking questions that this is not the platform for, and I don't truly understand what you're trying to say. And if you can't tell, I have a lot of people on this live and I'm getting through every one that I can. Okay. Okay, fat and round, your card is appreciate, and it says to share your appreciation with those around you and acknowledge their efforts. Spirit are telling me you need to appreciate the moment of where you are and really come to terms with what you're doing in this life and what the energy that you're putting forth is. As you show that appreciation to self and others, the answers that you're seeking will come to you and you will be able to clear what you need to do. I'm just reading a post saying that you want to get to the underworld to fight the demons of your past. You actually don't have to do that. You don't need to fight anything. You just need to forgive and release it and let it go. Everything that you've been through in the past, whether this life or in other lives, has taught you a lesson up until today. It's understanding what those lessons are, using that moving forward, and appreciating the essence of the soul and the life that you're in now. Everything that you've been through has made you who you are. You need to appreciate everything that's happened, whether it's good, bad, or otherwise. And I've had many bad things happen into my life, but each one has been a pathway to get me to where I am right now. And it's in that moment of being where I am and loving myself in this essence that the true creation of what I'm making in my life, the legacy that I choose to leave behind, and the essence and imprint that I put out there is being picked up with the most clarity and the most connection to others. My imprint and legacy that I choose to leave behind is to leave others feeling better about themselves than when they met me, of showing people what intuition can do and helping them find their true essence, love and passion and purpose in life to create the life we're meant to live. So stop thinking about what you want to fight or clear from the past. Appreciate where you are and start manifesting and creating your future. We can't fix the past. You can't go back and fight anything that's happened previously because it's already said and done. You can only focus on changing the outcome of that future. So focus on where you want to go and sit in the mode and essence of appreciation for what you have now and move forward onto something better. Okay. Katrina Chapman. Oh, Tamara, that's awesome. Tell your sister, your younger sister, congratulations. Okay, Katrina, you've got the Justice card too. So it says Archangel Raguel shows us that justice is not always fair and fairness is not always just. It's all about balance. Okay, they keep telling me that there's moments where you feel that you've been hard done by and things haven't always gone your way. And that's in the past. So you can't keep holding on to that energy of what's happened before to stop you moving on to the future. Okay, the balance that comes back is that even though it may have gone against you in the past, there are things that are going to come for you in the future that are going to be on a better karmic scale. I want you to focus on where you're going and what you're doing and know that the outcome of that will be more fair and just than it has been before. Okay, Tess Dowling. Okay, Tess, you've got the listen card as well. Okay, so your guides are asking you to listen closely. They're wanting to communicate with you. You guys are also telling me that you're listening to advice from people that isn't always in your best interest. I want you to always consider a couple of old-fashioned sayings, and that's not to get advice. Not to listen to people that you wouldn't go and ask their advice for by choice, and not to always take advice from others with a bit of a grain of salt, because you don't always know what their intention behind that advice is. So listen to your inner voice, listen to your gut, listen to your own intuition to see if that advice is in alignment with where you want to go, and start listening to your inner voice and make your decisions based on your own feelings rather than other people around you. They don't have all the knowledge and all the connection of what's going on within you to know and give true answers to that advice. You need to really listen to the guidance that you're getting from self and know that that's going to give you much better clarity than anything else. Okay. Deborah Ricketts. Thanks, Deborah. Okay, Deborah, your card is Transform. Archangel Chamuel is guiding your transformation, and it's time to step into the new you. There's a lot of transformation energy around you, and I feel that you are changing the way that you do things. And I want to go to your business work, the way that you deliver what you deliver to others. There's transformation within, and the way that you get across the message of what you do and the marketing of it needs to transform as well. There are key words that I feel that you are lacking in getting that energy across to the people, or the understanding of what they want and what you want. So be careful of the language that you're using and their interpretation of how they receive it. As you transform in this energy, you're going to get much faster turnaround than you've had before, and there will be less misunderstandings. Okay, I've got another Facebook user that's coming up. So you haven't connected to StreamYard, that says, hello, lovely lady, would love some guidance if you feel drawn. I need to know who you are. Okay. So both Tamaras got the same second meeting. It just gets confusing when you have two people with the same name, but it happens often. Okay, Ray Louise. Okay, Ray, your card is Beauty, which is Archangel Jophiel advises that beauty is within the details and to look closer. You have a beautiful energy, and they're showing me that it's more than just the persona that you put out. It's in every essence of who you are, in all your actions that you take, and in the kindnesses that you bestow on others. They're so proud of this beautiful energy and the essence that you share with everybody around you. They want you to know that people do see more of you than just the outer layers. So continue to be that beautiful person inside and out, and know that it's not as empty as it can feel at times. The details that you need to look for in the questions and the work that you're doing, like the questions you're asking and the work that you're doing, is to look beyond the surface for the answers. Okay, so look a bit deeper into the picture of what you're doing for the answer and the beauty of what the outcome will be. There's a lot of family energy around this. There's beautiful people in your life, whether they are true family members or those friends that we consider family, and know that this energy has been brought into your sphere exactly from the essence of the person that you put out, and therefore it's returning back to you exactly the same. Okay, I've got another Facebook user that says, "Hi Shaz, hope you're keeping warm. I'd love any messages, please. I need you to write your name on the comments for me if you can." Okay. Okay, Trin Zhu. And then one of them is Mariam Sosa, who I'll do next. Okay, Trin, you got the meditation card. And it says, "In the quietness of your mind, the answers will come. Increase your practice." Your spirit guides want you to meditate more. Some people struggle to do it and feel that we have to do it for hours and hours on end. And it doesn't need to be that hard. Meditation just needs to be 2 to 3 minutes, 5, 10 max sort of thing. To sit in the quietness, focus on your breath, clear the energy of what was, and allow the answers to come. Now, in the quietness of that mind, in the spaces and the gaps that we create by just focusing on the breath, and if you can't stop the monkey mind from talking, because I hear the internal chatter, just sit there and repeat in, out, until it stops, and then quietly listen to what needs to come. Now, as I close my eyes and meditate, I start seeing flashing lights and flashing little symbols and things coming at you. Grab hold of the symbol, go and research what it is, and there's the message that's coming through. Write down these symbols and record those messages, because they are forming a pattern to the true answer of what's coming. But you also need music in the background of your meditation to enhance the receiving for you. It's in pure quietness that you struggle to keep the monkey mind at bay. So find either guided meditations of someone walking you through it with minor music, or just plain music, and listen to just instrumental music so that you can meditate and find the peace. Okay, Mariam.
Sorry, I can't help you with notes on Apple Watch.
Thanks, Siri. God love my Apple Watch. She interrupts all the time. I have another Facebook user that's asked, "Hi Shaz, I'm working in palliative care. Will my client come out of hospital?" I need to know who that is. I can't read up non-person because it just shows me Facebook user. Okay, Mariam, the card that you've got is success. And it's telling you that your ideas are sound and success is coming. Stay the path. There's a lot of celebratory energy around this. I feel that you are starting to reap the rewards of what you've sown. So the success is coming for the effort that you've put in, and you're starting to celebrate the success that's coming forth. As you step into this vibrational frequency, know that true success comes from the ending of something. So the completion, the closure of something. And it's that closure and completion that opens the doorway to the new path that comes through. Truly celebrate the success. Truly own that celebration energy, the closure, the completion of it, because you don't want to have to repeat it again in order to get the result that you need. When we truly celebrate each of our successes, the next time that we have something to celebrate, the success will be bigger than before. keep striving forward and know that you're staying the path of what you're doing is the right place for you to be, and it is the right purpose for your soul to be following out. Okay, Michelle Walker. Hey, love, your cards will be here next week, and your journal for you and Sandy are ready to come and grab when you are ready. Just one day next week. I think they'll arrive Monday or Tuesday. And I have that extra set for you as well. Okay, Michelle, the card that you've got is no. I feel that you don't say no often enough, and you have the right to say no. You need to stand in your power, own your boundaries, and when people are pushing you for more of yourself, you need to put yourself first and say no. And in doing that, the power lies within you. You are giving away your power to others by not saying no to every request or every question or every thing pushed your way. Some things aren't the right fit. If it doesn't feel right for you, say no. If it's too much work, say no. If it's going to run you down, say no. And this is in all aspects of life: home, family, work, everything. Okay, you have too many people that take advantage of your soft nature because you don't say no often enough. No is a pivot, and it's a change and shift of your thinking, and you need to make adjustments to allow yourself to know that it's okay. And if they don't like you for saying no, that's their problem, not yours. It's your boundary, and you're allowed to keep it safe and to know that it's in your power to say no when necessary. Okay, Siobhan. Yours are in the mail too, Siobhan. I hope you get them early next week. That one. Okay, Siobhan, you've gotten the dreams card. Archangel Jeremiah tells you that your dreams hold the answers so that you can write them down. Wow. You're doing a lot of astral traveling in your dreams and a lot of self-healing. When we go through this vibrational energy and spend a lot of time in spirit, it can actually wear us out and keep us tired and a bit run down because we are using all our energy in sleep to escalate, grow, awaken, and heal ourselves. Now, there's been a lot going on in your life in many aspects of your life. There's a lot of energy that's been sucking you dry, literally, and your energy has been up and down. They're showing me that the scale is going up and down. Now, in your dream life, in your sleep dream life, you are doing a lot of work to bring back that equalization and the equilibrium that we need, and to find alignment with where you're heading. Now, from that, that's the workspace. Now, I want to go to your dreams and your visions of what you're creating in your life, in your work, in your home. And I need you to go and reassess that, because the pathway of where you were is non-conducive to where you want to go. And as you reassess that, all of this energy will come and realign with where you want to go. Okay, so the dreams need to be revisited and made better and clearer so that you can align back to head straight down and accomplish those dreams faster than you would have if you stayed in this sea and up and down and up and down. Know that the effort that you've put in is going to pay big, big dividends once you get that dream and the clarity clear as day in your mind, okay? Have that vision perfectly aligned and know that it will turn up very, very quickly for you. Okay, Jared Riley. So you've been going through your spiritual journey since start of 2018 and it's getting intense. Okay, Jared, the card that you've got is the feminine card, okay? So this is twofold. So Archangel Jophiel tells you to tap into the divine feminine energy right now and embrace the inner goddess. Now, when we do this, I want to go to the spirit guide that's working with you. So you've been working on a spiritual journey, and the spirit guide working with you is a very, very strong goddess feminine energy. Now, in that divine feminine energy, and it's healing energy, and it's really beautiful, and it's love-based, okay? In order to grow spiritually, we must love ourselves first. You have to work on the self-love, the self-perception, the self-awareness to know who you are exactly before you can move forward to share your spiritual gifts with others. Now, in self-love, a lot of people think it's a feminine pursuit because women talk about it all the time, mainly because we're more open to it. But a lot of men lack self-love and confidence and things like that too. I want you to delve into what does love of self mean and answer the questions of who are you, what's your passion, what's your goal, and where are you heading, and who do you want to be? Because who are you, all of those questions in between, and who do you want to be can be vastly different. And I don't feel that you have the clarity that you need to progress. Now, when our spiritual journey hits us like a freight train, because we're not doing the internal work, it can be very hard to deal with, and it doesn't come easy. But if you get back to knowing who you are, what your purpose is, where you're going, and who you want to be moving forward, and come from that space of love, okay, and you must love yourself completely, no judgment, no harshness, do the inner work to shift it out, it becomes easy. And yes, you'll get out of that feeling of not having control of self. We lose control of self when we don't have the true essence of who we are, and we're not truly sitting in our powerful self and the true purposeful being that we need to be moving forward. Yeah, you're probably seeing 1111 every day because that's the true awakening code. They want you to awaken to see your true soul, not the surface aspect of who you think you are. Okay? There is much more to you than what you give yourself credit for. Do the inner work. Discover the true essence of self. Know your most powerful skills and attributes and own them moving forward from using that goddess energy of the beautiful female guide that's working to cement your next phase of life and the purpose that you're going to carry forward with it. And the ringing in your ears is your guide wanting to talk to you, but you're not really listening. On my webpage, it's a $7 guide that you can download that teaches you how to tune in to your clairaudience. It's a sign that they want to talk to you, but you're not connecting. If you get really stuck, PM me tomorrow, not later today, because I really won't have time. But you need to put daily practices in order to make this better, okay? And there's so much more beautiful energy inside of you than you really see for yourself, and you need to own it in a positive way. Okay, Sandy H. Ab. Okay, Sandy, you've got the success card. Okay, so you've asked that, are you going to cross paths again with someone that you saw today? There was an attraction. Success to me is yes. So yes, you probably will cross paths with them again and make further connection to that. I just don't see the full outcome of it. I feel there is a connection of sorts there that needs to be sorted out, but is it soulmates, true love? No, I'm not getting that energy connection from it. But you will meet again, and there is a purpose for you crossing paths in that first place. even if it's just to open your eyes to more about who and what you are. You've been working on a big project of self or work or something recently, and they're showing me success around that too. So your spirit guides are saying congratulations for what you're doing. Yes, I do feel that you will cross paths with him, but I don't know what the true outcome of it will be, as I feel there's a lesson involved. Okay. Thanks, Siobhan. I'm glad that made sense for you. Claudine Rebo. It's good to see you, Claudine. It's been a long time. Then I'm going to do Lynn McCartney and Susan Turnbull. I accidentally missed your scrolling, girls. I've got so many messages going on. And then Sarah Stevens. Okay, Claudine. Claudine, you got 2 cards that come through. You got the Appreciate card and then the Power card. Okay, so Appreciate is to share your appreciation with those around you and acknowledge their efforts. And the Power card is Archangel Metatron is here to show you that the power lies within you and to stand tall. I nearly didn't see the Appreciate card, but they come through and they said they want you to appreciate your power and the power of love that you're sharing with others and the gifts that you bestow on those around you. You have grown in self and grown in confidence and grown in every area of your life, and there's a new essence to who you are, and there's much appreciation for the effort that you've put in to get there and for the growth that you've experienced in doing this. Now, this appreciation and power is showing me that there are people around you that are affected by what you're doing and what you're sharing, and they're appreciating that from you as well. So much love and appreciation for what you're doing. Continue to be the powerful source of wisdom and information to others that you are, and stand in that true essence of who you are. Own it all, stand tall, and really know that you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, Linda McCartney. Okay, Linda, your card is Gratitude. And it says daily practice will bring you more. It is in this place that you can manifest your dreams. Gratitude is one of the most amazing experiences that you can have, one of the highest emotions, and it is a really powerful way to manifest more in life. The more gratitude that we have for things that we have now, the more gratitude that we'll have for things that are to come. Sitting in the essence of gratitude is all about beginnings and its acceptance of what you have now and being grateful for everything that's led up to this process. It's also a number 1, which is a new beginning, okay? I want you to be grateful for everything that you've been through, as I feel there's this beautiful new beginning coming your way and a new essence coming into your life that is going to shift it. And it's something that you've been manifesting for a long time, and you need to allow it to come. Now, as I start clearing the energy, they're showing me do not close off your heart and do not think that you don't deserve this. It's okay to let them in and to allow the beautiful essence come forth and show you that this is exactly what you've been asking for and it's ready to be delivered. Okay. Susan Turnbull. Susan, you've also got the no card. In my head, I'm hearing you're asking a question of, is this the right thing to do? You're sitting on the fence about something and you're not sure whether it's the right decision to make or not. And I have to say it's a definite no. You feel it in your gut that it is not the right decision and you're trying to talk yourself into it. Stop doing that. It's no for a reason, and the real answer and the result that you want is just around the corner. It's not no, never, but it's no to that situation. Okay? They want you to pivot and shift your energy to the next phase, and then the yes will appear. Are you looking at moving or relocating, or there's a shift there? I can't see if it's home or business, but it's leaving one place and moving on to another, but it's not no to the first place, but it's probably yes to the second or third. I'm seeing multiple offers or opportunities coming, but there's one avenue that you think's right and you're trying to talk yourself into it, and the answer to that is no. Okay, Sarah Stevens. Yes, Sarah, I am keeping warm. We've got a really nice heater here. Okay, Sarah. You also got two cards that come through. You got surrender and wisdom. Okay, the surrender is telling you to not hold on so tight for what you want. You need to let go. And in this surrender and release, you are going to find flow again and achievement. So let go of the outcome and allow the universe to deliver what that outcome will be. As you surrender that and have the wisdom to release that and let go, things will start opening up again and more answers will start coming in. Now, I also feel that you are looking for other people to tell you what to do. Listen to your internal voice. Listen to that. We all have a beautiful intuitive voice, and our inner guide and our inner self is a very positive version of ourselves that tells us to go out and do all the wonderful things. The thing is, we don't trust it, and not trusting it, we then therefore go, no, we can't do that. That's too hard, or fear gets in the way. But you need to listen to that inner voice and have the wisdom to know that that is exactly the right path for you. That inner voice that tells you you can't do anything, that you're hopeless, that this is bad, that this is that, or it's going to go bad. That's the ego, okay? That's the safe part of ourselves that keeps us from taking risks, taking chances, and making change. Now, as adults especially, we have change to come into our life every day. Kids accept change without thinking, but adults don't so much, okay? I want you to surrender the outcome and know that the change is coming, and have the wisdom to understand that it is happening for reasons that are for your best guidance moving forward, and that the truth that you need to know, the answers that you want, are within, not outside of yourself. Okay, Melissa Tabone. Okay. Melissa, your card is happiness. They're showing me there's much happiness around you. There's much happiness and love and joy and all of those beautiful vibrations sitting around you right now. And it's through the choice that you've made in order to how you react to others, how you interact with people, and how you allow things to happen in your life. There's been a lot of work in shifting your thoughts on how you let other people trigger you and push your buttons or tempt you into argumentative phases. And I don't feel that you allow that to happen so much anymore. You have chosen not to react and not to give away your power and to stand in your truth. And that is where our happiness lies. There is much kudos and celebration and success surrounding this card, and happiness is the choice that you've chosen moving forward. continue to stay in that phase and that vibration, and everything else will flow for what you're creating. There's just so much joy around, and it's beautiful, and it's a happy place to be. Don't allow anyone else derail that or get on your case for being happy because that's the way that you've made it. Your life is happy and joyful because that's the energy and environment that you've created for self. Okay, Amy Marie. Okay. Amy, you've got the Learn card, which says Archangel Zadkiel is helping you learn something new and to expand your knowledge. There's something that you've wanted to learn or to go out and explore, tap into, and improve for yourself, but I don't feel you've made the step in order to go and start it yet or put the effort in to make it happen. I feel that this time is perfect for you to go and learn a new skill, whatever it may be. I need you to stop the doubt that you're not smart or you can't do it or it's too hard, it's going to be too much work, blah, 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 blah. Shut that bullshit voice up. It's crap. You're going to learn this skill with ease, and yes, you can do it, and yes, you will achieve it, and yes, you'll have success with it. Open up your heart to discover what it is if you haven't thought about it completely for now, but now is the time for you to go and expand your knowledge and to grow within yourself. You are ready to embrace the changes that are going to come from it. Okay, Mac Tom. Oh, thanks, Ray. That's beautiful. Okay, Mac, you've also got the gratitude card. They tell me that you try and sit in gratitude, but sometimes you find it hard. And when we don't always get what we want or we're still waiting for something to happen, it's really hard to sit in that gratitude place. But gratitude is the space of where we're happy and accepting and appreciating and loving and caring for exactly what we have now so that we can get everything that we desire moving forward. I need you to focus on what you have now, not what's lacked, not scarcity, not missing, not anything else, and have gratitude for what is, to know that everything that you want to create will come from that complete space of self. I also feel that you get a lot of messages coming or wanting to come through your crown chakra, but the message isn't getting clear. You need to get a pen and paper, and when your head starts to tingle or you start getting the scratches or you feel energy coming through the crown, you need to start to write it down. It is just thought process from spirit. Don't think, don't interfere, just get a pen and paper and write the message that they want to show you that you'll have more gratitude for when it gets delivered. Okay. Tiffany Jane. Claudine, I hope that, okay, once I do a reading, literally a minute later, I don't remember what I say. So I hope that I answered your question with the cards that came out. But I want to go back to that. Now I know who it is. I do get the sense that there's more to it. So I don't know that it's the end right now. There's more to the story. So whether that means coming out or staying in or it becoming longer, if that makes sense. But to me, the story's not quite over yet. Thanks, Linda. I'm so glad that made sense and is a beautiful message for you. Okay, Tiff, your card is the Lover's card, and it says that Archangel Chamuel shows us how the connection of two souls creates the perfect love. I just want to leave that with you. There are many ways that you can take that card. There are many answers to it, but your guides just want you to sit with that and really delve into what that means for you. There are two aspects and two souls coming together, however you want to interpret that for self, because it is multifaceted and it is more than just what's said about this card. But know that it's born purely from love and from the connection that you have with your husband. Okay, so listen to that inner voice. Don't stress, don't overthink it. Just allow it to be and allow it to happen in the way that it needs to. Okay, Eva Mullen, and then Leslie Harrison. Thanks, Leslie. That's beautiful. Oh. Okay. Eva, you got two cards together, the feminine and mindset. Okay. So strengthen your mindset through affirmations and positive reinforcement of how far you've come already. And Archangel Jophiel is advising you to tap in the divine feminine energy right now and embrace your inner goddess. I keep hearing in my head, stand in your power, stand in your power, stand in your power. You have a beautiful feminine energy and a love within that isn't complete. You really need to shift the thinking and focus on the beauty and essence and power of who you are, and to stand in that power and tap into that beautiful divine feminine energy. And when you own who that person is and exactly what you're doing, that is when more things will happen to you, for you, and around you. There is so much beautiful essence around you, and I'm seeing a glorious feminine energy come down, and that's the beautiful Kuan Yin. Now, when she shows us up to help with self-love and the power and beauty within, but she also shows up for mother healing and beautiful feminine healing energy. She's showing me as she appears to me in my Reiki healing. So I don't know if you are working on feminine mindset, feminine healing, feminine self-love, anything like that. But if you aren't, it is a pathway that would be really good for you, but you've got to continue to work on your own. It's a long way better than it has been, but it's still incomplete. Okay, own that feminine power, stand up in who you are, and just use the powerhouse goddess energy that's within. It's a powerful tool that you have, but you're not using it to the best ability that you can. Okay, Leslie. Leslie, you've also got the happiness card. I hear a round of applause from Spirit and your Spirit family in showing me that you've worked on the happiness within yourself and within your family and within those around you to change the way you perceive yourself and connect and to use your spiritual gifts. The more you use your spiritual gift, the more spiritual work that you do, the more communication you have with Spirit, the more messages that you deliver, the happier you are. Stay the path, keep doing what you're doing, and your happiness will just grow and grow and grow. You have a beautiful, compassionate energy that delivers messages to people exactly the way they need to hear it. And from that joy perspective, upliftment, high vibration, and really a great skill. Just much celebration and happiness for you to do it and to keep at it. Okay, sometimes you go at it gangbusters and then you die off and let it go, fall back, lose confidence. I want you to stay true to self, keep at it, keep practicing, and keep pushing forward as it's getting better and better. Okay. Sheridan O'Donnell and Sakali Teua. I think that's how you say it. The last one saying Facebook user, hi Shazini, I'm excited to see what card you pull for me. I need to know who that is. I don't know your name. Sheridan. Sheridan, you've got the beauty card. And as I tap into it, my third eye is buzzing and it's like you're struggling to open the third eye to see the beauty of Spirit and the world around you. When we can't connect and we can't really see through our third side and to see imagery or colors or anything like that, and our third eye gets stuck and flooded, we get disheartened and we forget to look at the beauty in life, okay? I don't want you to focus so much on seeing things through the third eye, but I want you to look with your eyes at the beauty of nature, of flowers, of plants, of animals, of birds, and that symbology from Spirit. When you see something that you like, appreciate it, okay? So if you see, say, at the moment, every day in the morning, I have a kookaburra that comes, sits on our neighbor's fence and cackles away. And then in the evening, it comes out and sits there again. Now, to come back morning and dusk over and over again, that's a sign. So you go look up that sign. If you see something repetitive, if you happen to notice the same symbol or the same animal or the same picture in just different people, then know that that beauty is the message of itself. Okay, I feel that you're missing the signs and not really paying close enough attention to what they're trying to tell you because you're trying to see it through a third eyesight, through the spiritual dimension rather than the physical. Pay more attention to the physical dimension of it and you will get the answers that you seek. And there's much beauty around you for those physical answers to be delivered. Okay, you keep asking the same question and they keep answering you, but you're not getting the answer. Okay, Sakali. Sakali, you've got the magic card. Okay, Archangel Raziel shows you how to combine the right elements together to make magic. Magic card's my favorite card in the deck because Archangel Raziel is one of my strongest archangels. I've been working with him for a long time, and it's about using two modalities, two options, two pieces, two elements of life together to create magic. But also the magic is telling me that you have the power to transform who and what you are from within, and it's a powerful tool. It's alchemy, it's shifting, it's changing, it's manifesting, it's beauty in essence. Okay, use the power of the magic in your life to create what you want. You get stuck in your way and you keep doing the same thing over and over, sometimes expecting a different result, knowing that you never will get one. Okay, change things slightly, use magic to enhance it or shift things around and watch magic happen. Okay, the energy is just there for your access, but you're not tapping into it to the best ability that you can. Okay, Emily Nicole. Carly Hunter. Sam Knoll. And Cindy Cunningham. Sorry, I'm just writing down names for the next lot. Sorry, a card turned over, but it got stuck back in the deck. I'm just trying to find out which one it was. I can sort of see it, but I can't. Nope, maybe it didn't. Okay. Okay, Emily, you got the magic card too. They keep telling you to stop trying to push too hard and allow it to happen. When we try for babies or children and we push too hard, you got to remember that spirit has a time, and that timing is magic. They have their own agenda, and the children know when they're going to come, and that's when they'll turn up. Okay, they keep telling me magic is in the air, magic is in the air. I don't feel it's very far away, but if you only do it with that in mind, then yes, you're going to delay it, because that's a lesson in life in itself. Relax, let go, and allow it to fall into place the way that it needs to, and trust in the magic of the universe, okay? It is there for the asking. Magic's about bringing two elements together to create a beautiful thing. That's you and your partner together to bring forth what you need to do. Okay, Carly Hunter. Okay. Carly, you've got the protection card. Okay. Archangel Michael is here to protect you in all ways. You are safe and protected, and he has your back. I need you to call on Archangel Michael to protect you. You are getting bad energy sent to you or around you, and you're not protecting yourself well from others. I also need you to protect your heart, not from a partner or from masculine energy per se, but from feminine jealousy. I don't know who's saying negative things to you, but the feminine energy is very strong, and I feel that they're triggering you or pushing your buttons or hurting you in order for themselves to feel better. and it's not a very pleasant place to be. I need you to protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your heart, and see the true essence of who you are. You are much more than you give yourself credit for, and there's much change coming around you when you put up that barrier to stop listening to someone that wants to bring you down to make themselves feel better. Okay, you deserve so much better than that. Protect your essence, protect yourself, but most of all, know who you are at your core and at your soul, so that regardless of what they say, it's just water off a duck's back. Okay, you do not need to listen to what they're saying about you, because it's not about you, it's about them. Hey, Sam. Okay, Sam, you got the creativity card. Archangel Gabriel inspires you to be creative in your endeavors. Connect back to your imagination. You're holding on too tight and you need to let go. And I feel that the greatest way that you energetically let go and get back to that creative essence is in your garden. I need you to spend time in the garden and activate fairy elemental energy and say your prayers to the fairies. Talk to them about what you want. Ask them for the healing that you need and the opening that you desire, and allow them to bring the manifestation groundwork to place. Okay, they're very powerful. They connect through the earth, they connect through the dirt, and in healing that, you're going to heal everything else to bring forth what you need so much further than you can at the moment. Okay, you can't hold on too tight to the outcome and want it in your timing. You've got to allow them to bring it through, and you'll do this through the creative pursuit in your garden. Use the fairies, the elements, and everything very specifically to create what it is that you need. They're there, they're willing to help you, but you've just got to go about it in a slightly different way. Okay, Cindy Cunningham. Thanks, Carly. Okay. Cindy, you've got two cards. There's Justice and the Child. Okay, Archangel Raguel shows you that justice is not always fair and fairness is not always just. It's all in the balance. And Archangel Metatron advises you to listen to the child, either the children in your life or your own inner child. Okay. Cindy, can you message me after? The messages I'm getting about this, depending on the type of person that you are, you may not want them publicly, and I don't want to cause embarrassment or cause trauma for you. It's not bad in any way, but it's just private. So I want to talk to you about it and the healing that you're doing in regards to it and the answers that's coming. And I'm going to end this live probably in about 10 minutes. Can you message me after and I'll run through it with you then? Because I'd rather give you that peace of mind rather than publicly talk about something you may not want to publicly talk about. But just know that it's a good outcome. Okay? Okay, I have another Facebook user that says, yes, please, Shaz, but I don't know who you are. So you need to message me your name and I will gladly draw a card for you. I just want to quickly go and check my Facebook and see, are there any messages that I'm missing? Got hundreds on there. I just want to go to the group. Okay. Okay, so some of the questions that I was asked about today, I just want to go and answer some of them for people. Is one about trusting yourself and your signs. Now, trust is something that you build with self. It comes from confidence, and it comes from just repetitively doing what you need to do. Hence why I created my journal and my cards for the daily practice. The more you do it, the better you get. And once you start to see the patterns and the outcomes, and you write down what messages you get and you see them come to plan and come to fruition, the trust gets stronger and stronger. But when you're browbeaten and you can't really trust your own inner self or believe the best outcomes that you can get, it's really hard to believe that and to believe the signs that are coming. That's where faith comes into it, and some people struggle to keep faith. Now, faith is the belief that what is meant to happen will happen when it's supposed to, and that you just keep on the path and things will turn out the way they do. When we're in the middle of things, we can never see the truth, and we can never see the outcome of it. We just get lost in where we're at, and we stay stuck in that cycle, and things get very hard for us. But that's not always the outcome. And the outcome comes from the change and the shift, and everything comes from when you see yourself in action and you start doing things. If you start following the guidance and the symbols that you get and you follow that, you start to see that more and more come, and it becomes clearer and clearer. And the faith aspect of it is we like to have proof of faith. But faith is just the belief that something can be better than tomorrow than it is today in any way, shape, or form. But you have to remember that it can only be better if you make change too. So you can have all the faith that you want and all the trust that you need, but if you're not actually taking the actions that you require in order to do something for yourself, then you're going to be stuck exactly where you are. So do yourself a favor and do little bits for self each day, regardless of how small it is, whether it's pull a couple of cards, talk to yourself, talk to your guides, write some things down, but do something for you. And as you do that, your confidence will grow, your faith and your connection to your guides will get better and stronger, and everything will fall into place. And it happens for everybody that does it. But if you don't do the action and you don't put the effort in, nothing's going to change. It's going to stay the same as you are. Because we create our reality with the actions that we take and the belief that we have in self. Okay, so even if something bad happens, one bad day isn't a bad life. One bad day is just one moment in time. Ask yourself what it's teaching you, what you can learn from it, and how do you grow from here? And then move on with the faith that things will get better, because they get better by the choices that you take, the choices that you make, and the actions that you take. And you continue to do actions that are for the betterment of your life moving forward. Okay, Victoria Atta. This is going to be the last one, guys, and then I'm going to close down for the evening. I appreciate each and every one of you. After this will be 2 hours that I've been live. Gee, that time goes fast. Thank you for everyone that turned up. I truly appreciate it. If you want a deck of cards, as I said, there's still $20 until the 1st of July. There'll be $25 after that. You can order them, and at this stage I'll be posting them everywhere because of lockdown for the next 2 weeks. But lockdown's one of the best times to get into the routine of doing this when you have nothing else to do. It is a brilliant way to keep your mindset happy and yourself on path, and you'll learn and grow in the interim. Okay, Victoria, you got the full moon card. Okay, we just had a beautiful full moon. This energy is about release. It's about let go. It's about manifesting, creating, and everything that we can. The full moon is talking to us about releasing things that hold us back, getting out of our own way to create everything that we want moving forward. You must cut off the old before you can move forward with the new. I feel that you are carrying cords, burdens, and baggage from other people, emotions, everything like that. You're quite empathic, but your empath is run down. You probably need some selenite to cut all your cords, reset your energy, and from the full moon, release everything that's not yours, just by saying to the universe, I surrender anything that's not mine for my highest and greatest good. Let it go and move forward with grace and ease from that reset mode of newness. And then at the next new moon, you want to set intentions of what you're going to accept, what you're going to achieve, and what you're going to be instead. You are not an emotional trash can for everybody else's crap, and you need to learn how to deal with taking on their baggage. It weighs you down. It brings you unhappiness at times and overwhelm and feelings of insecurity because you're stuck thinking emotions and thoughts that aren't your own and you're not sure how to process them. Use the selenite. I use selenite as a beautiful cord cutting thing every day. Cleanse your aura with it before you go to bed, release everything, reset, and then start afresh. When you start doing this, you'll start to identify your own emotions and really get to know who you are rather than being overwhelmed by everything else. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Thank you, everyone. I truly appreciate it. I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Take care, blessings be, and talk to you later.